Hi and a very warm welcome to my Slimmimg World vlogs. My name's Claire and today I am making sin-free beef burgers. Hi, welcome back. My name is Claire Howard and I am currently following the Slimmimg World plan. So this evening I am cooking burgers for dinner. So I'm going to run you through how I'm going to make and cook my burgers in Slimmimg World fashion so that the burgers themselves are sin-free. I'm using a wholemeal roll, which I'm going to use as my hex B for the day. Cheese is going to be for my hex A allowance, and I'm going to make Slimmimg World chips. So the whole meal is actually going to be sin-free apart from any sauces I choose to use, or if I go over and use extra sauces, extra cheese or anything like that. But I will go through the sin values of everything I put on my plate as we put the meal together. But I'm going to start by making the burgers. I have just purchased a burger press. I haven't actually made my own burgers in a while. I have been using the burgers that you just get from Asda or Aldi, the reduced fat ones. But I always used to make my own burgers, and I used to just shape the meat. But I thought it would make my life a lot easier to have a burger press. So I've ordered this one off Amazon, just putting it together. There's a little handle in here that obviously screws onto this bit. And then this is where the burger's gonna go. I've got these sheets of, I assume it's like baking powder, greaseproof powder. Oh, I can't speak, I'm quite tired. Like greaseproof paper, which I guess is going to go at the bottom of my burger so it doesn't get stuck. I am using the less than 5% fat lean mince, the less than 5% fat lean mince. And I have got my JD Seasonings burger blend. I've had this for ages. I'm really excited to use it because I've never actually used it yet. So it is quite exciting to make my own burgers and see how they come up. So I'm going to get on with making those now. I am having chips with my burger, so obviously I'm doing Slimmimg World style chips. So I'm going to chop up my potatoes and then I always parboil them in my microwave steamer. So I'm going to pop them in here, cover them in water, and then they go in the microwave for 10 minutes to parboil before I spray them in fry light and pop them in the air fryer. Using this mozzarella as my cheese today, 40 grams is a hex A allowance. I'm also chopping up some mushrooms, which I'm going to fry up with some onions to top my burger. Onions are a must on a burger for me. Spraying my griddle pan with some fry light ready for my burgers, and then I'm getting my chips out of the microwave. They've been in there for 10 minutes, and then I'm just going to drain them in my colander before spraying with some fry light, and I am going to season them with the JD Seasonings chips and wedges. I use this one all of the time and I really like that. It's really flavoursome, nice, the kids enjoy it too. It just adds a little bit something extra to your air fried chips. I always try and give my chips a good toss around in the colander just to rough up the edges a little bit. It helps give them a nice crisp when they go in the air fryer. Popping those chips into the air fryer. I usually do them at 200 on an air fryer setting for around 20 minutes, and that tends to be a good amount of time to get some nice crispy chips. Now for cooking those burgers, I'm just going to heat my griddle pan up, get that oil nice and hot, and then pop the burgers in. I did manage to make 6 of these burgers, and they were a really good size out of my pack of mince. Don't forget to give your chips a little shake halfway through. So like I said, I'm just frying up some mushrooms and some onions. Just going to spray them with a bit of fry light and leave those to sizzle. I did put the full 40 grams that I'd weighed out of mozzarella onto my burger in the corner here. It was actually way too much, so I took some off. You probably only need 25-30 grams, if that, of mozzarella on your burger, unless you like it really cheesy. Pop your burgers under the grill to melt that cheese for a lovely melted cheese finish. And here's the finished plate. It really is a huge meal and it feels like a real treat. Another great one to cook for the whole family. I served mine with a nice big salad, and I'm really into the Hellmann's fat-free salad vinaigrette at the moment, which is really tasty and sin-free too. Hope you've enjoyed this vlog. If you have, then please do consider liking and subscribing to see future vlogs as they are uploaded.